Hello and welcome to
Wake Up Missoula.
How's everybody doing?
We're doing good. Oh, that's interesting.
Great. Thanks for the response, everyone.
Yeah, we have a really good show today. We have a guest. We have Wolfgang from the Job Services. He's going to be on here in a little bit. We got a lot to talk about. It's the last chance we get to do for the Creative Cat Film Contest and the last chance to do the Western Montana High School Film Festival. So, two last things.
Yeah.
Yep.
The contest, you guys, midnight tonight. You got to turn it in. Come on.
Yep.
For the Montana Western High School, right?
Yeah, tonight at midnight is the last chance to turn in the Western Montana High School Film Festival.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when it's all done, all correlated, it's going to be premiering at the Roxy May 21st. That's the day we're going to premiere all those videos that the high school kids have done. So tonight's the last chance to submit your high school video.
And it's a great opportunity if you're a young high school filmmaker to get your film out there and get some exposure, for sure.
Not only is it good for your resume, it's like, I won an award for this in a contest in high school, and you also get $100 if you want money. So, it's always good to get some money for the summer.
Yes, absolutely.
We know you guys are broke.
Yeah.
We're broke.
The Creative Cat Film Contest. A lot of great stuff there. Top prize is $365. Yep. And it's a lot of great stuff, just one category. A lot of great secondary prizes as well from Zoo City Apparel, Green Lights, Animal Clinic, Bernice's Bakery, and I think that's it.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that we have? But yeah, we have T-shirts, we have cozies, we have coffee from Bernice's, and all sorts of great secondary prizes.
$365 is the first prize. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's enough to feed your cat.
Fancy feast.
For one day. Every year. Not too fancy feast.
Not to
one.
promote, but yeah, you understand.
They probably only need one. I mean, if
or
you
you could pay your rent.
Or you could pay rent for
half your rent.
Half your rent.
If you're lucky.
Or utilities and internet or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of money for a small, short little film, that's for sure.
Yep.
2 minutes, yeah.
Yep. So I'm going to show the PSA, and then while we're showing the PSA, I'm going to bring Wolfgang out here. So if you can cue up the PSA.
Sounds good.
Just for me. Oh, the next one, it's the white one. There we go. I think here we go. Perfect.
Hello. How would you like to win $365 and many other prizes? MCAT is putting on the very first Creative Cat Film Contest. To enter, you must make a short video no longer than 2 minutes in length, and it must involve a cat, either directly or indirectly. Send us your video to contest@mcat.org. Or you can walk into our offices at MCAT at 500 North Higgins, Suite 105. As long as we can see your video, you're in.
Hello and welcome back.
Hi, my name is Abraham Kim.
Oh, okay, we're good. Sorry. Okay, I'm standing here with Wolf from the Wolfgang from the from Job Services. Sorry, and you're talking about the career fair. Stumbling over my words. Don't.
Mouthful.
I'll just walk away.
Monday.
So, tell me about the career fair. This is not. You've done this career fair a couple times before. Why are you doing the career fair this time?
Well, we've done it a number of times, and we did it last year to great success. We had about 100 organizations there, about 2,000 plus people came through the door, so it was a huge event. And this year, we're hoping that we'll have a similar turnout in the community. There's still a lot of people out there looking for work, so we're trying to provide an environment where they have access to as many employers as possible.
Oh, so how good is the job market in Missoula nowadays?
Well, it's a lot improved. We're running about 5.6% unemployment in town, which is a couple percentage points better than it was last year. Last year was tight. It was a lot of people looking for work and not that many positions were being offered. This year it's flipped a little bit, and there are probably going to be fewer job seekers out there and more employers looking for skilled workers.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah, it sounds great. It's very encouraging.
Well, tell me about all the different job opportunities that people are going to have at the career fair. What is the one thing that stands out for anybody?
It's really the diversity. We've made sure that people have access to a variety of industries there. So the large hospitals are part of it. The healthcare providers are out there. Financial organizations, personnel agencies, construction places. So it really runs the gamut.
So are these, for a lot of times, are these for construction jobs, aren't they usually like seasonal for the most part?
Not so much anymore. I think the construction area has really changed because so many of the construction workers are working full-time out east now, North Dakota, eastern Montana. So that has opened up a lot of opportunities for people here locally, and they pretty much work around the year, around the clock.
So we've been losing a lot of workers to the Bakken oil fields and all that stuff. And
quite a few, yeah. After Smurfit shut down, a lot of people didn't have that many alternatives, so they went out east, and they're making some pretty good money out there.
Mm-hmm. So where is this event happening?
Okay, it's going to happen at the Hilton Garden Inn at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on April 24th. So that's Thursday.
So this Thursday, April 24th, 3 p.m. at the Hilton Garden Inn. Conference room?
No, it's in the big ballroom.
Ooh.
It's a huge event. We're taking over that whole ballroom and the lobby. We also let veterans and their families come in a half hour early in recognition of their service. So veterans will be admitted at 2:30 in the afternoon.
Oh, that's great. Is there anything else you'd like to say about what's going on?
I'd say, show up as if you were ready for an interview. There'll be plenty of employers to talk to, and bring a resume or bring a stack of resume, and good luck.
Okay, well, we got a PSA we want to show, and be sure to check out the career fair. Because Job Services is providing the career fair at the Hilton Garden Inn at 3 p.m. and for any veterans or people for a half an hour early, so those people can jump on it a lot sooner. So we'll be right back with a bunch of mags, a whole bunch of other great content. Thanks, Wolf.
Thank you.
All right.
Is that it?
That was pretty easy.
That was easy. How are you?
Good, how are you? So that's,
hello.
that's at 3 p.m.
I'm Joel
on
Baird, the
Thursday?
General Manager of Missoula Community Access Television.
It's a pretty big deal.
And I wanted to tell you that we
Yeah,
want to
perfect.
start making a new program here at MCAT called Missoula Plays Piano. We just bought this pretty nice piano. It's a Clavinova by Yamaha, and it has 4 piano voices on it. It also has an electric piano sound, a different one, and it has some organs, and it also has a jazz thing. So, if you would like to play this piano, all you have to do is call us and let us know when you want to play the piano, and we'll have someone record you playing the piano for up to an hour. As an addition, we've got a green screen, so that if you want a custom background, let's say you want to be in a jazz club, or you don't like that so much, you want to play the organ part, and you want to be in a nice church. That should work out, I don't know. But you could also use that feature of Missoula Plays Piano. Now, we're looking for people of any quality, level, skill at all, really. We're hoping.
Well, thank you, Joel. That was Missoula Plays Piano, and we are providing a lot of stuff for anybody who wants to come in and play their music. But right now, Noelle has some events he wants to talk about for Monday.
So today I'm going to start with weather. So right now, in the weather, it's kind of cold. Yeah. 31 degrees currently. Sorry about this. 31 degrees currently. It's supposed to be kind of nice today. Sorry, this website is not working. So it's currently 31 degrees. It's sunny out there. It'll probably be nice today, since it's been nice lately.
So from what I noticed in the last weather pattern is that they said it was supposed to start raining on Monday, but then they pushed it back to another day. But knowing Missoula, it might be pushed back for another half of a day for tomorrow, so you might get some good afternoon for Tuesday. But I'm actually really happy Monday's going to be warm.
Yeah.
But who knows? It is Montana weather.
Yeah,
Very
4
true.
seasons in one day. That's what they say, right?
Yep, it's all over the place. So on Friday at the Top Hat, Shovels and Rope played a sold-out show with Parker Millsap, and I talked about it on Friday, and so I have a 15-second audio clip from their show, and this was taken by May Cameron. So here it is. Yeah,
Very
so that was Friday. That was sold out. I bet it was a ton of fun, and I wish I could have gone. And I hope that everyone did get to go. Yeah, and so today at 6 p.m. At the University of Montana from 6 to 8, and it's today and the 23rd, there is an Introduction to Medicare class where for those approaching age 65 or eligible for Medicare due to a disability, you can find out important enrollment dates, limited guaranteed issues rights, how to save money on your prescription drugs, and how to protect yourself from late enrollment penalties. And the second session on the 23rd provides interactive computer workshops where you learn to access your personal Medicare claims, plans and coverage and more. The class cost is $35. You can call Missoula Aging Services 728-7682 to register. So if you are concerned about Medicare and have no idea what's going on, yeah, that would be a good class for you. Mm-hmm. And then also, today there is movie night at the Top Hat. The Top Hat Lounge and Big Sky Documentary Film Festival Series present Shut Up and Play the Hits. This starts at 8:30 at the Top Hat. It is a free show to all ages, and here is the trailer.
You have 15 messages.
James, it's Keith. Well, you knew that, didn't you? I guess you're sleeping. Well, I hope you're sleeping after last night, man.
This is the end of LCD Soundsystem.
Yes.
And it's ending in a strangely controlled manner. It's like there was a record, there was an announcement, there's a last show, everyone's aware that it's ending. When you start a band, do you imagine how it will end? What is your life like now?
I don't know. It doesn't really start till April 3rd.
Yeah, those are Monday's events, and
Wow.
that is at the Top Hat today, 8:30 for free.
I love LCD Soundsystem. That
I do
looks
too.
awesome.
I do too.
Cool. Well, I am going to give you folks a preview of tonight's April 21st City Council. It starts
City government.
it starts at 7 p.m. and
Be sure to show up early.
yeah, the council is held at the Missoula City Council City Chambers at 140 West Pine Street, and it is open to the public, so that you can go there, and there's usually a public comment period at the beginning of every city council meeting. But I want to show you the page where I go to get my information on city council. So I go to Missoula, www.ci.missoula.mt.us.
And if that's too much of a mouthful, you can always Google Missoula Council or
City of Missoula. Yeah, you can. I always Google City of Missoula to get onto this website. But when I get onto the website, I go to Your Government, and this green box drops down, and I go to Agenda webcast minutes. And then let me get on there, and basically,
There's an error, but
hold on, let me try that again. Because this is important.
yes, because when you go on the website, it also provides that we have an on-demand segment on the
Here
web.
it is.
So everything that you see, you go on there, you can find the agenda, and if you scroll down, you can also see some of the old meetings that have been done before, which you can see videos from previous meetings.
Yep, and I was about to say that, but I'll show you where I went today to get this information. So I went to City Council and I go to the agenda, and then basically all of the information that I'm about to talk to you about, I got off of here. So I basically just took the words from here and I summarized it, and basically, I just took basically what they said on here. So I'll just read to you what's going on tonight at City Council. So there's a lot going on. Basically, the council will be considering approval of a consent agenda, which includes claims of $700,013,538.74 with checks dated for April 22nd. They will be considering the new fields change order for Department of Environmental Quality soil samples. The committee for this recommends that City Council approve a charge order with Newfields Company LLC, increasing the number of soil sample tests from 18 to 36, increasing the costs for the project from $23,787 to $39,897.40. These new soil investigations will be done primarily at the controversial White Pine Sash facility. Yeah, so that's one thing that they're doing. The council will also be considering approval to award the purchase of a new 2014 Ford F-750 truck with an HD Industries Pro Patch pothole patching machine. They'll be considering buying the new pothole patcher truck from Bison Ford of Great Falls, Montana.
Nice.
Which that's where Noel's from. And it'll cost it'll cost exactly $100,034,786.10.
Wow.
Yeah,
How's that gonna work? Will they talk about how that truck will work?
They're going to approve it.
I don't know if they'll talk about how it will work. They'll probably touch on it, but they're going to talk about buying it, and they'll probably talk about the necessity of potholes because, as you guys know, there's potholes everywhere from this winter. So
yeah,
'tis the season for the potholes.
Yeah, 'tis the season to patch the potholes, you could say.
Oh, that's like a great
I like
song.
that. Yeah.
How to write it.
That'll be okay. So the council will also be voting to approve an authorization for the mayor to sign a contract with Opportunity Resource Inc. of Missoula to provide janitorial services to City Hall at 435 Ryman Street and at the council chamber building at 140 West Pine Street, where they have the city council meetings.
Yep, time to clean up City Council.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
Literally, yeah. Not figuratively. So the council will be recommending a motion to approve the here's another thing. They'll be recommending a motion to approve the purchase of 5 used 40-foot storage containers from Lockwood Storage Solutions of Lolo for $3,950 each at a total of $19,750. For all 5 containers, these storage containers will be set up at the central maintenance facility. The containers will be for the police, street division, parks department, traffic services, and city hall for overflow storage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's even more.
Is this more about Great Falls too? The other one?
There'll be no, they're not buying that from Great Falls. What they are buying from Great Falls is, well, yeah, I'm just about to talk about it. A 2014 Simeline Magma Generation 4 150 DHC crack seal machine.
Wow.
Yeah, they were buying this from Normont Equipment of Great Falls, Montana for $65,330. This crack seal machine, will be used to repair fill cracks in asphalt to prolong the life of the streets, alleys, and parking lots. It will be used to seal cracks that will eventually become potholes. So they're covering all angles here with the potholes and the cracks. So the council will also bring up undecided committee minutes from the Public Safety and Health Committee and the Public Works Committee. For new business, the council will hear new items from Administration and Finance Committee, the Budget Committee of the Whole, Land Use and Planning Committee, Parks and Conservation Committee. The council will also go through miscellaneous communications, petitions, reports, and announcements before they adjourn. And then on Tuesday this week, so not tonight, but tomorrow, there will be a Parks and Conservation meeting, a Land Use and Planning meeting, Administration and Finance meeting, Committee of the Whole meeting, and Budget Committee. And on Wednesday, there will be Community Forum. But yeah, that's all I have. It's going to be a busy week for city politics, for sure.
Great,
A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, we have a lot of great stuff going on. Even we have a lot of great stuff on MCAT, and here it is.
Umlaut.
Umlaut. Language of origin?
German.
Umlaut. U-M-L-A-U-T. Umlaut.
And what you see here is the Missoula County Spelling Bee, and that's going to be on tonight at 6 p.m., followed by the Summit for Healthy Children, Food for Fuel, and here's some of that.
And tried to really improve the cafeteria environment so it was at a more attractive place to stay. I know high schools that have put in booths, so it looks more like an outside environment. They play music, or they have other things going on. Some of it is, let's think about how we sort of attract them. The food service director in Los Angeles often says that schools are the single biggest restaurant chain in the country that nobody realizes is.
And that is one of the speakers at the Summit for Healthy Children, Food for Fuel and Learning. And these are the Monday programs. One's at the County Spelling Bee is at 6 p.m. And that was filmed on the February 27th by our very own Ron Scholl, who does all the megs here. And the next one is the Summit for Healthy Children. That's at 9:30 p.m. And it was just a long lecture about a long hands-on experience for a lot of community members, mostly the county schools, to get involved with healthier options for their children.
Wow.
And they already did a comparison. It was really interesting. A lot of good numbers, and saying that schools actually lose money through vending machines.
Oh, wow. Really?
Wow.
So, and followed by that, we have the Big Data and Electoral Politics and Beyond. I went to this meeting about a month or so ago. I filmed it, and he basically talks about how you collect data, and like the best way of spreading your political propaganda is through friends of yours.
That's great, yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
But here's a quote from that.
And that I think for many years what we believed was that we need to bludgeon people with information, but the fact is that the messenger matters a lot. That's true in our relationships within organizations, and that's true when you think about your lives. That there's nothing more impactful to you when you're thinking politically than the words of your trusted friend. There's no advertising, there's no phone call, there's no Facebook ad.
Of course, it gets more complicated than that, just to throw that out for you to think about, right? What if the stream is perched up and losing? And then you start pumping the groundwater. Well, the groundwater's down below the stream. It's not connected to the stream flow at all in that case, so it's not going to have any effect.
And all that stuff is going to be on Tuesday night. 6 p.m. is the Big Data and Electoral Politics and Beyond, revealing the science of political science. And at 9:30 p.m. on Tuesday night is the 16th Annual Community Lecture Series. A bunch of lecturers come through town, and they're talking about landscapes, rivers, and groundwater with Bill Wozniak.
Nice.
And I'm going to end my segment just like that, so we have enough time to do Word on the Street. But first, Noah has to talk about Tuesdays.
So Tuesdays, there are events for Tuesday tonight at the at the Roxy Theater, 6 p.m. The Good Food Store presents the free screening of two films, Seeds of Time, which I've got a trailer for, and then The Man Who Planted Trees, which is a short animated film from the 80s. It's about the story of one shepherd's long and successful single-handed effort to reforest a desolate valley. The Man Who Planted Trees is a timeless eco-fable about what one person can do to restore the earth. And so you can actually find that video on YouTube, or else you can go to the 6 p.m. free showing at the Roxy. And then for the Seeds of Time, I have a trailer for it.
I'm not sure why it happened, but it really dawned on me that agriculture was going to face a gigantic challenge with climate change, and that agriculture was not ready. I haven't had a normal career, that's for sure. You realize you've got a limited amount of time to accomplish some things. I was talking to a friend, and we came up with this idea.
Deep inside an Arctic mountain is a multi-million-dollar seed bank. It was built to protect food crops from man-made and natural disasters, and it's been described as a frozen Garden of Eden.
Wow, that looks really interesting.
Yeah, so that'll be tonight at the Roxy. That is put on by the Good Food Store. And so if you guys are interested in that, that sounds like it'd be a lot of fun. Tonight, every Tuesday, the Top Hat Lounge has a free picking circle from 6 to 8. And this is for bluegrass-oriented musicians to come down and jam. So that is from 6 to 8 at the Top Hat tonight. Oh. And then at 9 p.m., followed by the picking circle, is the rescheduled Steel Pulse show. This is $30 in advance, $33 day of show. And, you know, these are just this is a reggae band that's been around for like 30-something years. So they are tonight at the Top Hat.
Yep, and if you're listening, this is them as well.
Yeah, this is their song, Reggae Fever. Yeah, so should be a good thing. That is, that's not tomorrow, that's tomorrow night.
Tuesday night. This is all Tuesday night.
Yeah, this is all Tuesday night going on. Yeah.
Very cool. Anything else?
Nope, that's it. Those are events going on. Check it out if you guys are interested.
All right, so then again, I just want to stress about Creative Cat Film Contest, $365 top prize, many other secondary prizes from all great different local places for sure. Yeah. Also, we have the Western Montana High School Film Festival.
And that deadline is tonight at midnight, where you can win $100 in several different categories. And yeah, pretty fun. So check that out, everyone.
Yeah, and we have a word on the street. So, John, can you talk about briefly a little bit about the word on the street and what was the question?
Yeah, absolutely. So I did word on the street on Friday, and the question that I asked was, what motivates you to get going outside, and what do you do once you're outside? So I talked to a bunch of people. It was really windy outside, so the audio wasn't as great as I wanted it to be, but nonetheless, I went out there, talked to some people. Why don't we watch it to see what they said?
And we are out of time, so we'll end the show with this video. So for Wake Up Missoula, I'm Scott Ramp.
I'm Noelle McAvoy.
And I'm Josh Minnie.
Thanks for joining us, and have a great week, because we have a lot to look forward to.
Absolutely.
I'm bike enthusiast. Back in the day, I used to race triathlons with friends. You know, it's my favorite things to do. I'm a huge enthusiast.
Cool. And how many days a week are you working out?
Just work. Nowadays, not as many as I should be. I'm currently booking myself with a lot of work because I'm looking for a place to live. I'm homeless right now, so just been couch surfing for a while. I'm staying at a friend's place. I go over to the campus where all my friends are in the dorms, and I just set up a schedule like, oh, these people don't have this class at this time, let's go do something. And then they have to go to class with these people, get out, so I'll just hop from group to group and we'll go out and do something. At first you have the feeling like you don't want to get up, but trust me, when you start getting going, you go going for a while, it's gonna be like, oh, this is fun, I don't want to stop.
A lot of self-talk, just like something that I know I want to do, but I don't feel like doing. I just kind of have to talk myself through it.
I like to travel by foot to different places. I really like going up the Rattlesnake because you can get there really, really quickly from town. But I also like going down the Bitterroot, and I like to go on sunny days so I can play like a lizard and lay on the rocks and get a lot of sunshine.
I'm going to be working a lot, but I'd like to go out and hike and get outside as much as possible.
Yeah, no, thank you.
I don't know. I go up the M or the L. I want to go up Blue Mountain, Rattlesnake, anywhere. I like to go to Kootenai Trail a lot. I try to go like once a week, but you know, things happen. I want to go rock climbing outside when I've done that. I don't know, outdoor activities.
Yeah.
Stay outside as much as possible. Yeah, garden.
I am running and walking my daughter home from school as often as possible.
Cool.
I'm really looking forward to hiking.
Where do you go hiking?
All around Missoula, and I'm obsessed with Glacier. I think it's the most beautiful place I've ever been.
So you go hiking there. What kind of hikes do you go on?
Well, I'm on a mission to hike every trail in the park. I have 2 little kids, so mostly I've hit all the short ones.